Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's PSHE lesson. Before we begin today's lesson, I would like you to reflect back on your prior learning. What is a goal? Do you remember? That's right. A goal is something you really want to do, is something you really want to achieve. Now, I know from our previous lessons, you set up a goal. So today we're going to talk about how we can achieve this goal. So let's have a look at our learning question today. Today, your learning question is, can I be persistent? Your steps to success are to resist distractions, to work towards a reward or for the satisfaction of finishing a task, to recognize when I am becoming bored or frustrated, to know some ways to overcome boredom and frustration. Your Star Wars today are my turn, your turn, my turn first, persistent, achieve, talent, goal, bored, distract, realistic. Fantastic, well done. So, what is your goal? Do you think you can achieve your goal by the end of this half time? If you don't think you can achieve that, that means your goal is not a realistic goal. So you need to think of something else you can achieve in a short term, and so in a short time. Okay, so think of something that you have to improve over the next 2 weeks and make sure that you work really hard in order to do that. I know that my goal is to use my capital letters, finger spaces, and full stops in my writing, like my teacher asked me to do. So here is my writing now. I didn't remember my capital letters, I didn't remember my finger spaces, and I didn't remember my full stop. So my teacher thought that it was a little bit hard for her to read. So do you think you have the same goal as me? Maybe your goal is to remember your capital letter, or to remember your finger spaces to separate your words, or you might need to remember to add the full stop at the end. Maybe your goal is to take a good photograph using a camera and not chop anything off. Or your goal might be to learn how to count on from 10 without counting from 0. Or your goal might be to know what a vertebral or an invertebral is. Or your goal is to write more or read more. So this is my goal now, and I know I need to work hard and be persistent in order to achieve that goal.
And today I'm here to tell you about the word persistent. Persistent means not to give up even when things don't go the way you want them to.
Mr. David. Mr. David, please play soccer with Elmo.
Not right now, Elmo. I'm in the middle of something.
Okay.
Okay, back to persistent. Here's an example. If you want to learn how to dribble a ball like this, you have to keep trying and trying. You have to be persistent.
Mr. David, are you ready?
Not yet, Elmo.
Okay.
And if you want to be able to bounce a ball on your head like this, you can't give up. You have to be persistent. So if you really, really want to do something...
Mr. David, please, can Elmo and Mr. David play right now? Please.
It pays to be persistent. Like my red furry friend here. Come on, Elmo, let's play.
Okay. Persistent! You go first.
Did you enjoy David Beckham telling you about being persistent? I did as well. Now, let's find out what does it mean to be persistent. Follow the link on your timetable to watch the video. Once you do that, your task will be to make a step-by-step plan to achieve your goal. So remember to break it down. So you might, if your goal is to remember your full stops, you might think that your goal will be to write a sentence each day and reread your sentence to make sure that like you added a full stop at the end. If your goal is to take a good photograph, then your plan could be to take a photograph every day and make sure that you work on those skills. Okay, so your challenge then will be how close are you to achieve your goal? So make sure you write your plan down, make sure you find a realistic goal that you can achieve in the next couple of weeks, and then tell me how you're going to do that. Okay, so for example, for my work, I know that like I need to remember my capital letters, I need to remember my finger spaces, and I need to remember my full stops. So I think over the next 5 days I'm going to start writing a sentence every day, and I am going to work only on my capital letter. So I'm going to start remembering to add a capital letter on each of my sentences. So I'm going to write a sentence every day for the next 5 days, and I'm going to make sure that my sentence starts with a capital letter. So what are you going to do in the next 5 days in order to achieve your goal? Remember to take a picture of your lovely work and send that to your class teacher. And everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye now.